I'm Doug Massey, and today I'll be going over the strategy that I had previously used in order to make right around $250,000 every single year selling final expense insurance on a face-to-face or belly-to-belly basis. And I'm even going to be going over the strategies and techniques that some of the highest producing life insurance agents are using to earn the same kind of money and or more remotely from the comfort of their own home. Before we get into it, please like this video and subscribe if you're new. We're putting out new insurance sales content and final expense sales training videos like all the time. And if you'll stick around all the way to the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to get a copy of the telesales super file, which has sales materials you'll absolutely want to use in the event where you may decide to sell final expense remotely. Basically, what Mariana, my wife, and I had done for years is we would spend a couple $1,000s per week on direct mail leads. We'd pick up the phone and call and set as many appointments as possible, and then we'd end up door knocking in between the appointments that we were able to set. The key is to incorporate a talented and or hard-working appointment setter to work with us as a team member. So we would book up my field days and her field days, and basically if the prospect couldn't take like an appointment on a day that maybe, that I was out selling, we'd book up the appointment for Mariana's field day and so forth and so on. And by using this method, we were able to bring $300,000 to over $400,000 into the house every single year. And this is when I'm going to ask you to leave a comment below. Have you ever door knocked leads? Are you currently, or have you ever used an appointment setter to book your days up? This tag team method did work well for us, but it does work just as well for someone who's working by themselves, who maybe doesn't have an active field agent spouse. You just have to have the work ethic and the willingness to put in the time and the effort. Keep in mind that we were traveling throughout Florida, and I even did road trips outside of the state a few times, in the event where we had excess lead availability in certain states. By the time COVID came into play, we had already seen direct mail lead prices going up while the quality of the leads had been going down. Mail returns were already dwindling to the point to where, well, it was just getting harder and harder to make the same kind of money. And guys, I hate to say it, today, if we were to use that same system, go back out in the field to sell, we'd probably need at least double the amount of leads to earn like half the amount of money. Meanwhile, we would most likely have to travel much further away from home than we used to, and inadvertently end up being traveling salespeople. We already put in our time and spent more nights in crappy hotel rooms than anyone should ever have to do. So trust me guys, that ain't happening again. Thankfully, in modern times, we have artificial intelligence, which for life insurance and final expense agents means that you don't ever have to leave your home again to sell the insurance. The right people, the right person with the right work ethic can earn hundreds of thousands of dollars remotely while working out of their home. Basically, what we're doing is running an AI ads platform that gives the client an option to either dial direct to the agent or set an appointment on the agent's calendar. And I'm pretty sure that we're not the only agency that does this for their agents, but we're probably the only one that actually sets up personalized landing pages for each agent and then runs and manages the entire system for the agent. So now the lesser tech savvy agents, which is pretty much most of us, I hate to say it, are actually still able to sell remotely when they probably wouldn't even had any sort of chance. I mean, like not even a snowball chance in hell to be able to do this on their own. If they had to run and manage their own advertising calendar appointment system. There's just too many moving parts for most of us to manage. And again, just to be transparent, I personally attempted to run the AI system myself and was simply incapable of doing. And guys, I'm no tech dummy either. It's just very complex, trust me. What our top agents are doing is, well, they're spending that same maybe $1,500 to like $2,000 per week in order to get their calendar slammed, like booked up each day, and are inadvertently turning that, that $2,000 into a $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, even sometimes up to like $8,000 to $10,000 profit. Not exaggerating, in the event where it's a really good week. And basically what they do is treat their insurance business the same way that one would manage their own like restaurant or maybe like storefront type of business. They put in the time. They specialize in their trade. They invest financially in a way that makes it easier for them to work smarter instead of harder. Well, guys, when you're new, it's still hard work. You get the skinny. And at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, the biggest fail with insurance sales for the professional closer is, well, I hate to say it, it's finding really good, high intent, high quality leads, and that's the part that we've figured out and completely taken care of. I mean, think about it. What's better than having the prospect set their own appointment on your calendar after they've seen your photo and they 100% know why they'll be dealing with you? You know, they know that this is about, getting a quote for final expense life insurance, burial insurance. Look, if you want to earn the big bucks and are tired of busting your butt to earn, well, what some of us consider chump change, do yourself a favor. Either purchase one of these sales funnel appointment systems, again, assuming that you're good with complex technology, or get with an agent who actually uses one, or like, what we do, an agency that actually sets one up for each individualized agent and then runs and manages the whole thing for them. If you'd like a copy of the free telesales new agent super file that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, just email me at doug@ufesonline.com. If you'd like more information about our remote sales platform, where we do use the AI, the artificial intelligence, to book appointments up, just shoot me an email at that same address. Most important, guys, when you put the needs of your clients first, everything else will usually fall right into place. Now get out there and make sure that you do something really good for someone else today. Happy hunting.